I've been a pastor for more than 20 years, and in that time, I've seen people lose everything and still find God again. There was a time when I almost lost my own faith, when prayer felt empty, when silence was all I could hear. But then, I witnessed something that changed my life forever. A divine encounter, something I couldn't explain with reason, only with grace. That's why I created this channel, to share real testimonies of people who met God in their darkest hour. Stories that remind us, no matter how far we fall, His light never leaves. If you've ever doubted, if you've ever wondered whether He still listens, stay a while. Hear these stories, and maybe you'll see He's been there all along. Welcome to Divine Encounters. I'm Pastor Nathaniel Cole, and this is where faith becomes real. There are stories that make you stop and question everything. People say God doesn't exist, that miracles are just coincidences. But if God isn't real, then explain this. I'm Pastor Nathaniel Cole, and what you're about to hear isn't fiction. It's a true story about a woman who lost everything, her faith, her family, and nearly her life, only to find something she never expected on the other side of death. There's a kind of pain words can't describe, the kind that makes you question everything you ever believed in. For Emily, that pain came on a cold November night. She was driving home from work, exhausted, thinking about how her life had started to fall apart, her marriage, her health, even her faith. She used to pray every night, but lately, her prayers felt like echoes in an empty room. Then, everything went dark. When Emily opened her eyes, she wasn't in her car anymore. She was standing in the middle of a light, soft, warm, endless. And for the first time in months, she felt peace. She didn't see faces or angels with wings, only a presence, a voice, not heard with the ears, but felt inside her heart. It said, "You were never alone, Emily. Even when you stopped believing, I never stopped watching over you." Moments later, paramedics revived her. The doctor said she shouldn't have survived that crash, but Emily said she wasn't the same woman anymore. She didn't just survive, she was saved. From that day, she decided to live differently, to forgive, to pray again, to believe again. You see, sometimes it takes losing everything to realize you were never alone to begin with. So, if God doesn't exist, explain this. Explain the peace that came from nowhere, the voice that spoke in the silence, the life that began again when it should have ended. This was the night Emily found God again. And maybe, through her story, you'll find Him too.